Ever heard the one about the man who got lost on a road trip because his GPS kept insisting he was a hiking enthusiast? Turns out, he needed a new path, just like many of us do in life. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering how a GPS can assume someone's hobby, don't worry, it's just a metaphor. But it's a metaphor that hits closer to home than we might like to admit. We've all had moments where we felt like we're on a path that's not quite right for us. We're following the directions, but the destination it's leading to doesn't match the one we've imagined for ourselves. Picture this. You're driving along a road you've never been on before, guided by a GPS that seems to have its own agenda. It's leading you up a steep mountain path, and all you can think of is how you'd rather be soaking up the sun on a sandy beach somewhere. You want to reroute, but you're not sure how. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's because life can often feel like this. We're all handed a map at birth, so to speak, filled with societal expectations, family traditions, and cultural norms. And while some of us find that the preset path suits us just fine, others feel like they're being led up a mountain when they'd rather be chilling by the sea. The good news, just like you can reroute your GPS, you can reroute your life too. You can choose to pave your own path, one that aligns with your passions, your dreams, and your unique perspective on life. It's not easy, sure, but the views from a road built to your own specifications, absolutely breathtaking. So if your life GPS is leading you up a mountain path and you're more of a beach lounger, perhaps it's time to start paving your own way. Remember when I thought joining the school's cross-country team would make me popular and ended up face first in a mud puddle? Oh, what a spectacle that was. But let's not dwell on the past, let's look at what it taught me. You see, I joined the team not because I had a burning passion for running or even because I particularly enjoyed it. No, I joined because I saw others doing it and I thought it would make me fit in. And where did that get me? Well, face first in a mud puddle, as you already know. Here's the thing, I was so busy trying to follow the path of others that I didn't stop to consider if it was the right path for me. And when the road got rocky, or in my case muddy, I fell. But it was in that fall, in that failure, that I started to see things differently. Challenges, obstacles, mud puddles, they're not just barriers to our success, they're signals, signs that maybe we're on the wrong path. They're opportunities disguised as failures to stop, assess, and maybe, just maybe, start paving a different road. So the next time you find yourself face first in a metaphorical mud puddle, don't just get up and keep running the same race. Consider it a sign. Maybe it's time to change direction, to pave a new road, because you see, that mud puddle taught me more about my path than any popularity ever could. So you've decided to pave a new path. Great! But where's your construction crew? You see, building a new road isn't a solitary endeavor. It involves a team, a support system, and a bucket load of resources. Imagine you're constructing a highway. You wouldn't just grab a shovel and start digging, would you? You'd need architects, engineers, construction workers, and not to mention the right machinery. Well, the same principle applies when you're paving your own personal pathway. So who's on your team? Who are the people who will cheer you on, provide insight, lend a helping hand, or simply be there to listen when you hit a rough patch? They could be friends, family, mentors, or even online communities of like-minded individuals. What's important is that they're supportive and invested in your journey. Speaking of support, let's talk about resources. By resources, we mean anything that can assist you on your journey. Books, online courses, seminars, webinars, podcasts, the list goes on. These are the tools that will provide you with the knowledge and skills you need to navigate your new path effectively. Now, identifying these people and resources is just the first step. The key lies in how you utilize them. When it comes to your support crew, don't be shy about reaching out. Share your goals and aspirations with them. Ask for advice, feedback, or help when you need it. Remember, they're your cheerleaders, your sounding board, your safety net. As for resources, make them a part of your daily routine. Set aside time each day to learn something new, to hone a skill, or simply to gain a fresh perspective. Remember, the more tools you have in your toolbox, the better equipped you'll be to handle whatever comes your way. Of course, it's also important to give back. Offer your own support and resources to others who are on their own journeys. After all, the road to success isn't a one-way street. It's a network of interconnecting pathways, each one unique, each one valuable. And finally, remember to be patient. Building a new path is a process, a journey, not a race. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of perseverance. It's about laying one brick at a time, not constructing an entire highway overnight. So, gather your crew, arm yourself with resources, and start laying those bricks one by one, step by step. You'll see your new path taking shape. And believe me, there's nothing quite as satisfying as seeing something you've built from scratch, something that's uniquely yours, come to life. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your new path. So take your time, enjoy the process, and before you know it, you'll be standing on a road that's truly and entirely yours. Ever taken a wrong turn only to discover a fantastic new restaurant or a beautiful scenic route? It's happened to all of us. We've all set out on a journey with a clear destination in mind, only to find ourselves off course. It could be an unexpected traffic jam that led you to reroute your GPS or a sudden change in your plans. But have you ever stopped to wonder if there's a silver lining hiding in these detours? Let's take a moment to think about life as a journey. We all have a roadmap of sorts, a plan for how we expect things to go. But life, much like an adventurous road trip, is full of unexpected detours. These detours, though initially perceived as setbacks, can often lead us to new opportunities, experiences, and wisdom we wouldn't have gained otherwise. Consider this. What if Thomas Edison had given up after his first few failures? He took hundreds of detours, faced countless setbacks, but each one led him to a new understanding, a new discovery, and in the end, he invented the light bulb, illuminating the world in a way it had never seen before. Or imagine if J.K. Rowling had let her initial rejections deter her from her path. She could have seen those rejection letters as roadblocks, as signs that she was on the wrong path. But instead, she viewed them as detours, leading her to a different publisher, and ultimately to the creation of the iconic Harry Potter series. So you see, detours aren't always bad. They can open doors to opportunities we never even knew existed. They can lead us to people, places, and experiences that enrich our lives in unexpected ways. And most importantly, they can teach us invaluable lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the power of perseverance. So, next time you hit a detour, remember it could just be a scenic route in disguise. We're so focused on the destination that we forget to enjoy the ride, a statement that rings true for so many of us. We're so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, so fixated on the finish line, that we often forget to appreciate the journey that gets us there. Paving your own path is a journey, a process, a series of experiences that are unique to you. This journey is not just about reaching a destination. It's about who you become along the way, the lessons you learn, the people you meet, the memories you create. It's about exploring your potential, discovering your strengths, and learning from your mistakes. Let's talk about how to enjoy this journey, this ride, this adventure of life. It starts with a simple yet powerful concept: mindfulness. Being present in the moment, being aware of your surroundings, your thoughts, your feelings. It's about taking a step back from the chaos of life and just observing, just breathing. Next, cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for the little things, the aroma of fresh coffee in the morning, the sound of birds chirping, the warmth of the sun on your skin. These small moments of joy add up to make the journey worthwhile. Then learn to embrace the unknown. It's natural to fear uncertainty, but it's also where the magic happens. It's where you grow, where you evolve, where you surprise yourself. So step out of your comfort zone, take risks, dare to dream. Lastly, remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each step forward, each hurdle overcome, each goal achieved is a testament to your strength, your resilience, your determination. So celebrate these moments, cherish these milestones. In the grand scheme of things, it's not just about the destination, it's the journey that shapes us, that molds us, that makes us who we are. So don't forget to enjoy your ice cream while you're chasing after the ice cream truck. It's a metaphor, but it's a fun one. Life is short and the journey is long. So take your time, savor the moments, and make the most of the journey. Because in the end, the journey matters. Remember when I tried to follow my brother's strict diet and ended up dreaming about cupcakes? I mean, it's hilarious now, but back then I was miserable. Why, you ask? Because I was trying to follow someone else's path, not realizing that my road should be paved with my own rules. Just like that, in our lives, we often find ourselves walking on paths designed by others, be it our parents, our friends, or society at large. We're told how to live, what to do, when to do it, and even what to eat. But here's the secret. It doesn't have to be that way. You see, my brother's diet worked wonders for him. He lost weight, felt energetic, and was happier than ever. But for me, it was a nightmare. I was constantly hungry, cranky, and all I could think about were those delicious frosted cupcakes. That's when I realized that his diet, his road, wasn't suited for me. And that's okay, because each one of us is unique with different needs, preferences, and goals. So why should our roads be the same? I decided to create my own path, my own diet plan. One that included the foods I loved, in moderation of course, and one that I could stick to without feeling deprived. And guess what? It worked. I lost weight, felt healthier, and best of all, I was happy. This personal story of mine is a metaphor for life. We're often so focused on following the right path, the accepted path, that we forget to ask ourselves if it's the right path for us. We forget that our road, our life, should be governed by our rules, not someone else's. Because when we create our own road, when we set our rules, we're more likely to stick to them. We're more likely to be satisfied, to find success. Because it's a road designed for us, by us. It takes into account our strengths, our weaknesses, our likes and dislikes. So don't be afraid to pave your own road, to set your own rules. It might be challenging, it might be scary, but it will be worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's your road, your journey, your life. So if you're dreaming about cupcakes, maybe it's time to set your own rules. Let's make sure we didn't leave any tools behind in our road construction. As we've journeyed together, we've discovered the importance of choosing our own path. We've learned that it's okay to travel the road less taken and that it's crucial to build our own roadmap. This roadmap is more than just a guide. It's a reflection of our aspirations, dreams, and values. When the road gets rocky, which it undoubtedly will, it's crucial to remember our resilience. We've learned that challenges are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones to our destination. They shape us, they teach us, and they make our journey even more worthwhile. And let's not forget, detours aren't always bad. Sometimes they lead us to unexpected adventures, new experiences, and learning opportunities that we would have missed had we stayed on the beaten path. They remind us that it's all right to take a break, to explore, and to enjoy the journey. Speaking of the journey, we've also realized that it matters just as much as the destination. It's in the journey that we grow, learn, and become who we are meant to be. It's in the journey that we find joy, excitement, and even a few bumps that make the ride worthwhile. And lastly, we've embraced the fact that it's our road and our rules. We are the architects of our life's path. We decide where it leads, how it winds, and where it ends. We have the power to pave our own way and to make our journey as unique and as extraordinary as we are. So, as we wrap up, let's remember that it's not just about reaching the destination, but also about enjoying the journey and embracing the detours along the way. Let's remember that our road is ours to pave, and it's okay to pave it differently. Remember, the path may be yours to pave, but you're not alone. We're all construction workers in this journey called life.